There's also a famous argument that would be good for all of us to memorize called the trilemma. You know, a dilemma is when you have two options. You're in a dilemma between option A and option B. Trilemma is you have three options now. And the options of who Christ is he's either Lord, he really is God, Lord, liar, or lunatic. And a lot of people have formulated this argument in very different ways, because the unique thing about Christianity is Christ claimed to be God. He claimed to be God. There's no other religion where the founder of that religion or the central person of that religion claims to be God himself. And so if it's true, he says, I am God. And if that's true, then he's Lord. If it's not true, then we have two other options. Maybe he's lying. He's saying he's God, but he's not, he knows he's not God, and he's not actually God. Or maybe he's sincere. He really believes that he's God, but he's not God, and therefore we would call that person a lunatic. Someone here stands up, or you have a family member that claims to be God. What would you think of them? Obviously, you know, something's off. They're lying. They've lost it. But Lord, liar, lunatic, those are the three options. So by showing that Christ, he had such a following and he lived such a moral and upright life, that he's not a liar. You can see clearly when you read the Gospels that he's a man of character and he was an example to all people. He lived a perfect life, and he's not a lunatic, and therefore the only conclusion is that he is God. And there's other arguments you can give, like, for example, how did the apostles, who were so scared at the time of Christ, how could they all have, you know, just changed their lives and been willing to die for Christ? They said, after he died, he appeared to us and we saw him in the flesh. And they went to their graves believing this. The difference between, and some people will say, well, a lot of people die for their religion. You know, even a suicide bomber can, you know, they died for their religion. But what's the difference there? A suicide bomber is dying because he believes this is the right thing to do, and therefore, you know, he's sincere in his belief. But is he in a place where he can actually tell, you know, this is true or not? It's something that he was taught as a child, maybe. He's not in a place to know, like, whether this actually happened or not. The disciples, they were, you know, in a place to know whether this was a lie or not. Did Christ really appear? Were they all deluded? They all had a hallucination all at the same time? So they were in a place that they could know if this was a lie or not. So it's a big difference for someone to die based on a belief that they were told versus dying for something that I claim to have seen myself. It's a big, big difference.